All right, folks. What is going on, everybody? Why does it look so, what's it called? Hold on. All right, guys, give me a second. Let me share this on out, as I always do, to start a wonderful live chat. Tweet. All right. Okay, we will get started here momentarily. All right, all is well there. Let me get myself something to drink while everybody joins the party. Anyone? How's everybody doing? All right, water is done. Go right into it. What's going on, folks? Welcome, everybody. I'm gonna give everybody some time to go ahead and join us. Sports talking, my friend Tyler. I don't blame you. Whiskey is always good. Whiskey is always good. Guys, I'll be honest, man. Today, this chat, I'm really gonna leave this one up to you all on the questions and whatnot. Like I told you guys a week or so ago, right after Rothschild was fired, that I was also hearing that they could make other coaching changes. Personally, to be quite honest with you, I didn't know it would be Bard. Ryan, yes, Jessica Mendoza. I didn't know for a fact it would be Bard. But I knew there was going to be an additional change. I just thought maybe that was going to come more from the training side and not Josh Bard. So, to be fair, I didn't have an idea that Bard was going to be the guy moved. But, Bard is now moved and Mendoza is in. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to jump into a couple of things and then I'll take questions. So, yeah. So the question right there about the new pitching coach. This is obviously something that the Yankees have been going in that direction for years. We know what he's done in Cleveland with their young pitchers. I don't mind a move. I think it's a good idea. Apparently, a lot of these analytical things and watching yourself throw. We know Adam Ottavino did it all offseason. He built his own thing to work on different pitches and spin rates and all this stuff that I don't really know too much about. But the same thing with a lot of these other guys. They feel like it helps with mechanics. It's easy to go and make sure that guys aren't tipping pitches, that there's something maybe they're doing wrong. What are their best pitches? Holding the grip differently? Does it do something different? So there's a lot of different things here. I don't mind it at all. I think it's a good option for the Yankees. I do like Matt Blake. I think it makes sense. I tell you what, his name came out of nowhere. I knew they were going after college guys. We saw the reports. He really didn't come. He came out of nowhere for me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. I like it. I have nothing against it. Let me jump into what I have about Gary Sanchez, guys, and then I will open up the chat to questions. You guys ask me whatever you want, and I will be happy to answer. So, what I heard again about Gary Sanchez was that if you guys remember, Brian Cashman has a leadership group where he does seek advice from and he does make decisions with these guys. One of the things I heard about with Gary Sanchez again was that you got many believers of Gary Sanchez in the Yankees organization, but then you got a few who just still do not believe this is an everyday catcher, which to me is not necessarily surprising. But when I was told that there's a lot of people in this organization that do not believe this guy is a regular, daily, everyday catcher, kind of shocks me some. So if you guys remember my video, I said that the Yankees getting a backup catcher isn't necessarily this main priority. That was what I was told. But if there comes a point where Brian Cashman somewhat gets on board or is convinced that there may be an option out there that is available to push Gary a little harder. And I always think competition is key. I think if you give a guy a position, he's just going to do what he could do. I don't think Grandal's going to be a guy the Yankees go after. First of all, the money's going to be high. And if you get a guy like Grandal, Gary Sanchez is no longer your catcher. It wouldn't make sense. I don't think the Yankees have fallen out of love with Gary Sanchez. I just don't think they're happy with what he is. I think they feel he should be better overall. And I think that's a lot of the sentiment out there for Major League Baseball. For the Yankees, I mean. The flower shirt has lived longer than Larry. It has. Jack, it has, my friend, and thank you. So looking at that, no, I don't necessarily believe that a guy like a Grandal or somebody else, but I think you could see the Yankees make a... the emojis that make up the shirt. All right, man. I think you could see the Yankees look to make an upgrade at backstop. Who that is, we'll see. Grandal won't be that guy unless they feel Sanchez isn't going to catch anymore, which I don't see that happening. But Gary Sanchez is slowly losing support in this organization. And I told you guys this a couple of years ago, but it looks like more and more now you're seeing more people not extremely enamored with Gary Sanchez. Yeah, I don't think there's nothing that I ever believed that Barr did to make this team better. So I'm not concerned with that. An edible wallpaper in Willy Wonka's factory. All right, Willy Wonka's a little fucked up in the head. I mean, that one tunnel scene is terrifying. All right, here we go, guys. I'm going to get to your questions. I open the floor. I don't have nothing else to say. Throw them at me. I see a flower shirt. What's the beef, Pete? I got no beef, baby. I got no beef. Nothing at all. Off-season predictions. Guys, don't put me on that spot. That's too tough for me, man. Sanchez has all the talent in the world to be a great player. He's been asked to give effort way too much. Coaches should not have to beg grown men. I agree. Coop, I agree with you, my friend. Let's 100% the Yankees are in Merrifield talks. All right. Whit Merrifield will make a ton of sense. We know that. Any update on Cole and what he's asking for? No, I'll tell you what he's asking for. The biggest pitching contract of all time. That's what he's going to want, and I think that's what he ends up getting. Pete, what are the chances of Yankees landing Lindor? I don't think it's too good. Now, some of you can try and convince me that the Yankees have really what it would take to land him. I don't think the Yankees are going to go out there and do that. I mean, some of you may feel that the Yankees have a ton to land him, but I don't really see that. I really don't. The Yankees got good prospects. Don't get me wrong. They really do. They got pretty good talent. They got a good group of prospects. But to sit here and say they have this talent pool right now where teams are going to be drooling over or maybe looking to say, hey, Brian, Lindor's available. What deal can we make here? I don't really see that. Is it realistic the Yankees to sign both Cole and Strasburg? I think you got a 0% chance of happening. And if that happened, I'll tell you right now, I'll be the first one to say I was wrong. I don't see that happening. The Japanese hitters, I don't think there's much there for the Yankees. I don't see there being much there. And look, I've asked about those guys. I haven't really gotten anything back that convinces me that the Yankees are going to look to go after one of these guys. We're lucky enough to sign Wheeler the way Hal is penny pinching. Wheeler wouldn't be a bad option. I've seen some people argue that they wouldn't want Zach Wheeler. I'd be happy with Zach Wheeler and a trade of a guy that maybe has some pretty high potential. My guy says you have confidence in Cashman to make some much-needed moves this offseason, or you think he'll yield to his geek squad that'll make us scratch our head. Well, I think they're always going to stick to the analytics side and how much they truly believe a guy's worth and not really go much further than that. But I do think the Yankees will make some moves. Again, based off what my video said and what I told you guys before that, a lot of people think that the trading route may really open up this offseason for many teams. But I do think they make a free agent signing or two. What's going to happen when Andujar returns knowing that Gio played well at third base? Look, this is the best thing that can happen to Miguel Andujar. I don't trade him. I see a lot of people bring up the idea to trade him, and for even, again, referencing back my video, A lot of what I was told about Andor, that teams aren't offering, they don't see him as that main deal right now because of the injury, because of the defense. The Yankees need to get this guy's, his sell rate, so to say, higher up there to get him back to where he was. He has to prove something. You don't want to sell low on Miguel Andujar. Let him go out there and show something and go from there. It'll make a ton of sense for the Yankees to let Andujar get a chance, whether it's DH, playing maybe some third, maybe some first. You can mix it up a little bit with Miguel Andujar. I think the Yankees should give him every opportunity they can to prove he's healthy and to be the guy he was. Somebody asked me earlier about Corey Kluber. I think Kluber and the Yankees could make a lot of sense. I thought it made a lot of sense last year. I thought they might visit that at the deadline. They obviously did not. But I do think Corey Kluber has a shot of being moved. And I do think the Yankees would definitely line up to get Kluber. Would the Yankees get Ryu from the Dodgers? No question about it. They would go after him if he was willing to play on the East Coast. I think a lot of it has to do with money. Him and Tanaka will be the yin-yang twins. Okay. Is the rumor of 81 games for Herman? Well, it's going to be something like that, likely. I think that was rumored even when it happened, that typically he could be looking at 80 games or so. So we'll see when the official word comes out. But I could definitely see that as being the case for Herman. What percentage chance you give us signing Cole? I'll leave it at 35%. 35%. What's more realistic, Cole or Strasburg? Cole. I don't think Strasburg's coming to the Yankees. I am doing great, Nate. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you so much. If anybody has not yet, please go ahead and share this out also. I greatly appreciate it. Whatever social media you're on, go ahead and do that for me. 35 is generous. I agree. I think 35 is generous. I am being generous, and I'm also being biased when I say that, so I can't deny that. Robbie Ray and Kluber, I would be very happy about that. I would be, especially with maybe a pitching coach that can get Robbie Ray to throw some more strikes. If you could get that, that is unbelievable. Madison Bumgarner, I think that's always possible, but I don't like that. I'm not a huge fan of that, to be honest. Any chance Yankees go after... who was that? Chris Bryant? I don't see that happening. It's going to take a ton to get him. What are the odds of Cashman pulling off a trade in the next week? I could see the Yankees pulling off a deal at the GM meetings. I think that's possible. Would it be something huge? Unless they've been again, I don't want to, keep bringing this up, but remember one thing about Brian Cashman. If you guys remember a trend that Brian Cashman does show, it's guys he tried to trade for multiple years, and then he finally gets them. Robbie Ray fits that mold. He's been a guy that he's tried to get for years. They tried to get him and Archie Bradley together at the deadline. I wouldn't be shocked to see the Yankees revisit that type of deal. I wouldn't be shocked at all if sometime in the next couple of weeks you see something like that happen. It wouldn't surprise me. Andy Martino reporting Dellin Betances meeting with the Mets today about a multi-year deal. I could definitely see Dellin, and that's what I said about Dellin Betances, is that you could see the Yankees bring him back if he accepts a shorter-term deal, but you could have many teams out there going, look, nothing was wrong with his arm. So, hey, I'll give this guy a 3 or 4 year deal maybe. If we could get him at a bargain, a decent price, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 million a year, I can see teams doing that. Daniel, I don't know if Happ would make a ton of sense for a team like the Diamondbacks. I mean, possibly, but we'll see there. Beltran, no. What is it? Whoa. Beltran, no. Is it? Okay, I'm not even... what about Givens from Baltimore and Bradley from Arizona? That would be terrific for the Yankees. I'm wrong about Stanton getting traded. Stanton's not going nowhere. Have to think the Rule 5 guys not added the 40-man will be dealt, so they don't lose them without getting anything in return. That is correct. You'll see some of those guys move, no question. I think you'll see Luis Cessa finally moved. No doubt about that. Happ to the Brewers makes a lot of sense. I like that idea. I like Happ to a lot of National League clubs. I think makes a lot of sense. Galvis and Barnhart from Cincinnati. That would make a lot of sense also. Barnhart's a very good defensive catcher, starting right now, so maybe in a role where he could push Gary a little bit. Jonathan Villar, okay. Jonathan, he's a good ball player. I could take him at shortstop or even second base. That could make a bit of sense for the Yankees. I wouldn't mind that. Givens from Baltimore, I think many teams would be after him. I could definitely see him getting traded. Don't see Yankees paying Cole the money he wants. A lot of people say the same thing, but we'll see. Will David Garcia be in spring training? Yes. I could, maybe. Yeah, I think he'll probably be in spring training with the Yankees. What does it take for Giolito? A lot. Maybe more than what the Yankees have. Or are willing to surrender. It'll take a lot to get Giolito, no doubt. Get Whit Merrifield and bat him near DJ. That would be terrific. Whit Merrifield has a great contract. It's going to take a lot to give him, but I'll tell you what, a lot of you may get mad at me on here. If they wanted Garcia and a few others, take them for a guy like Merrifield. That's not even, I wouldn't even think about that twice. Look, even if Garcia turned into a really legit starting pitcher, Merrifield is a guy that's worth it. This is one of the most underrated players in baseball, and the guy plays everywhere. Everywhere. He would be terrific for the Yankees. Yeah, the Yankees aren't trading Stanton. That's not going to happen at all. Guys, if you don't mind, please go ahead and get the likes up also. Yeah, the Cubs really don't have much to offer. So I don't know what that type of deal will look like. I agree with you, Tyler. I think the Yankees could definitely beat that deal for Merrifield. Will they sign Romaine? I don't know who Romaine is, but Romaine, they might. I could see Romaine coming back if they don't see it as an upgrade. Or if you don't see them trade for somebody, possibly. Yeah, I think they should add some catching depth to AAA also. Any new word on Cole? No. I think you'll hear more about Cole come to the GM meetings where you start getting an idea of what he's looking for. Again, it's not hard to predict this. He's looking for the biggest deal. My opinion on Michael Givens, very good pitcher. Michael Givens is a very good relief pitcher. Makes a lot of sense. Will Alfredo Garcia... I get questions every damn live chat about Alfredo Garcia. Alfredo the Sauce Garcia. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Alfredo the Sauce, yes. Thoughts on Lindor? Who doesn't like Lindor? I mean, raise your hand if you wouldn't want Lindor. Nobody will. I think Lindor would be an amazing get. I just don't know how the Yankees really get him. I don't know how the Yankees get him. I just don't. I don't see how the Yankees really get Lindor. I mean, it'll shock me if they did. I would love it. I would love Lindor. But again, let's not lose count of what the Yankees' real issue is. I don't care what anybody says about, oh my God, they pitched decently. They didn't hit. Nah, man, I need a starting pitcher. I want 2 starting pitchers every year. I call for this. This is the year I want it done. The Yankees need starting pitching, no doubt about it. I'd be cool at Wheeler. You guys know I'd be extremely happy with Cole. I'd be happy with Kluber. I'd be happy with Ray. Giolito, obviously. Boyd. I think Boyd can make a lot of sense for the Yankees. There you go, Tyler. That's right. Don't get too, shocked about the second half. Boyd wouldn't have to be an ace of a staff. You let him be the 4th or 5th starter. Expect him just to give you good games. That's all you can expect on a guy like him. He strikes out a lot of guys. He's obviously got the talent. You don't just rack up strikeouts by being halfway decent. Again, he reminds me a lot of a Robbie Ray. If they can get certain things under control, you are looking at a legit ace. Robbie Ray, I think last year, I forgot the numbers or the year before, but his strikeout numbers are some of the best in baseball. So you look at guys like that because you want strikeout pitchers, especially in the postseason. But if you get a guy like him to do a couple of things or adjust a little bit, terrific. Johnny, my friend, thank you. Who do you see us getting this offseason, Pete? Oh, man, Johnny! Johnny, I hate predictions. I hate it. I hate predicting things. I think the Yankees make a couple of trades. For me to say who, I don't know, man. A part of me tells me they're going to make more trades than people think. More trades than free agency, put it that way. I want Cole. I don't know if I see it. As much as I want Cole, I don't know. I do think if you see them re-sign somebody quickly, if they re-sign a Didi, for example, I think they understand that it's not going to happen. If you see the Yankees re-sign some guys or sign other free agents, I don't believe Cole is going to happen. So, Johnny, that's a tough one for me to answer, my friend. That's a really tough one. That's a really, really tough one, honestly. Trade who? I think the Yankees have a lot of options to trade guys. I think they have a lot of options for guys that can be traded. Again, they got a lot of guys who are fighting for major league spots. I don't see a lot of these guys are going to be fighting for those spots for long. I think the Yankees got to start moving some guys. No doubt about it. Do you think Cole drags out into January, February? I think if a team is willing to open up the checkbook, I think Cole will sign early. But if teams are going to try, Perry, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you. If teams are going to try to lowball as much as they can to try to get a deal, I think you'll see some back and forth. And I do think what you'll want to see is teams doing the whole whining and dining. I don't think there's any doubt the Yankees will have him out to Yankee Stadium and into the city with his family. So we'll see what happens. Is Clint on the block this year? Yeah, I think Clint's always on the block, depending on who wants him. Here's a trade. I'll throw this one out here. I'll throw this one out here for everybody. A lot of people seem to be against Gleyber Torres at shortstop. I'm not. I'm not really against him at shortstop, to be honest. Here's a trade I would like to see. Can the Yankees potentially get a starter and Adam Frazier from Pittsburgh? Is that possible? I mean, I know they're interested in Adam Frazier. They like him. He was a name I was told about very early on. And we don't know yet if the Pirates are gonna do a lot of these things, so we'll see. Bravo, my friend. Do you think we need to move on from Cashman? No, not yet. I'll say no. No on that one. John, my friend, thank you. Will Ellsbury replace Hicks till he gets back? No over the top. I'm coming out with the over the top shirt soon. No. No Ellsbury. No, but that's one of the things that I was told about, and I even thought about it. I said Adam Frazier's perfect for the Yankees. He's a lefty bat who doesn't strike out a lot, puts the ball in play, makes solid contact, getting better year after year, plays a pretty good second base. I wouldn't mind that type of move at all, especially if you can have the LeMahieu play a bit of first. It'll be interesting to see what the Yankees do there. I love DJ LeMahieu at first base just because of the postseason. I mean, DJ LeMahieu was a great first baseman. I got so many Yankee fans who just don't like that idea, and I'm like, why? Well, how do you not like that idea? LeMahieu looked amazing at first base. I mean, and Voit and these other guys, I don't know. We'll see. I know they're interested in Eric Thames. Eric Thames makes a lot of sense for the Yankees. They love lefty sluggers. He could play left field, right field, first base, obviously DH. So that's another deal that can make a lot of sense. And he's a free agent. Yes, Edwin, you could definitely see both of those guys in 2020. No question about that. Merrifield would be awesome. He'd be amazing. Whit Merrifield would make all the sense in the world. Yeah, I have nothing against Luke Voit. I like Luke Voit. I have nothing against Luke Voit. I'm just saying, I don't know. His glove isn't great. I just always prefer a decent glove. I love a good glove at first base. That's just me. Guys, if you don't mind, get the likes up for me. I greatly appreciate it. I will greatly appreciate it. Let me see what this, what my video is going to be sponsored by today. Let's see. Let's see, what do I have here? Here we go. All right. Today's video is brought to you by Bolthouse Farms Protein Plus. This is some good shit, by the way. Bolthouse Farm is some good shit. So I trade this for Nestea, okay? Nesquik. Bolthouse Farms. All day, every day. Bolthouse. In my house. It is really good. It's really good. Andujar's the DH in 2020. I can see that. That could make a bit of sense for the Yanks. Who is Yankees' biggest offseason acquisition? Cole. Do you think the Yankees will try to sign Billy Hamilton? Nah. Doesn't make sense. Andy Martino just said Yanks will be in on Cole and or Strasburg. Said they are Machado / Harper. Do I believe this? Andy Martino is one of the all-time idiots in the planet. Folks, I told you guys on my video, I was told the same damn thing. That the Yankees feel, that a lot of people feel it is different from Corbin to Cole because of what Cole has done for years. So, yes, I do think, obviously, the Yankees will be in on Cole. It depends on the money. It depends on the money. Are the Yankees going to be willing to offer up what it's going to take to get Garrett Cole? I think Cole does want to be a Yankee. I don't think that is... I don't believe the whole West Coast crap. I don't believe that. I really don't. And the idea that CC Sabathia also just came out and was like, hey... You know, this guy asked me about being a West Coast guy pitching with the Yankees, and I told him he'd be great here. And, you know, a lot of guys respect Sabathia, so we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens. But it's going to come down to what the Yankees offer, folks. Look, guys aren't just going to leave 30, 40, million on the table to come to the Yankees. They're not going to do that. Heyman reported Mets are interested in a multi-year deal with Zach Wheeler, who will decline the $17.8 million offer. If they can't get Wheeler... they will consider trades and other free agents. Yes, that makes sense too. Wheeler wouldn't be a bad option, guys. Wheeler wouldn't be a bad option. But Wheeler's actually better than what a lot of people believe. To be honest, I don't know much about the new pitching coach. And I'm just going to keep it real with you. When I got a message, I saw it via text message before I saw it online. And I got a text. I said, who the hell is that? No joke. I said, who the hell is that? I wrote back. Mr. Reliable texted me. And I said, who the hell is that? And I was doing something, and I was waiting for his response. Then I go on Twitter. I'm like, oh. So it's obviously legit, which I knew it was. But I don't know who this guy is. So come to find out, he when I started to read about him and I got a response back, the response back I just got was that this is the guy who, changed a lot of the ideas in Cleveland for their young pitchers, and he's been really good at doing it. So that made a lot of sense when I heard that. Didn't know much about him, so I'm not going to tell you I did. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited about him. I'm excited about him. No over the tops in baseball. I don't believe in it. No over the top in baseball. He is very young. He's in his 30s, younger 30s, I believe. So it doesn't make cool. Sometimes that works, especially with younger pitchers. We'll see what happens. Any blockbuster deals you see happening at the winter meetings? And what about Miami Marlins relief pitcher Jeff Brigham? I don't know. About hearing rumors about Didi to the Indians. Yeah, I saw that. That would make sense. I think Didi's time is running out. I know all I was told about Didi is that the Yankees would bring him back. They're not going to give him a big deal. They're past that idea. of giving Gregorius a large deal. That's not going to happen. So Didi's probably going to get more money elsewhere from another club. Chances Betts gets traded. I think they're fairly okay. I just think the Red Sox aren't going to give him away. They're going to want a rather strong deal. We'll see what happens there. I mean, it could make a lot of sense. Would the Mets give up one of their legit starting pitchers for him? I don't think so, but maybe.
I don't think so either.
Hey, look who's here. So, we'll see what happens. I thought that was another woman in my house. I got nervous.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
Oh, Shaniqua?
Shaniqua.
Yeah, I heard about you.
Are you saying hi to everybody?
I heard about you.
Hey, haven't seen you in a long time. Come on.
Me? No.
Yeah, you gotta come here.
No.
Get over here and say hi. Come here.
Hi.
Everybody, don't you want to see her? She wants to say. She hasn't said hi in a long time. They said they want to say hi. Go ahead, say hi.
Hi.
That a nice one. She's nice. Every now and then. You gotta. I want everybody to. He said, "Don't Herman her." No Chiguana chings with this. All right. No Chiguana chings there.
You?
No. Well, yeah, she beats me up all the time.
Is that what it meant? Not for you?
No, he's talking about the Yankee pitcher who slapped his girlfriend in the face that got suspended. So they're like, don't do that to her, yeah.
Really?
And then, of course, he's Dominican, of course. Right away, you Dominicans beating people up. Unreal.
I bet you shouldn't make the mango right.
Probably.
I bet you.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
I could have fight those three watching.
Yeah, I say the same thing. I think Betts doesn't get traded. I can see that. Yeah, she could try. Do you think the Yankees extend DJ? They should. I would definitely lock him up, no doubt about it. Simonetti and family coming 2020. They're going to have a big show. Simonetti and fam. Do you know Merrifield's stats? Off the top of my head, I do not. I just know he's great. That's all I know. Yanks talking Merrifield trade. Not that I'm aware of right now. I do know he would make a ton of sense for the Yankees. Ton of sense. It's exactly the type of player the Yankees need added in this lineup. No question. All right, guys, I have gone past my 30-minute mark. If you guys have any more questions for me, please at me on Twitter, and I will answer from there. Throw comments below, and I'll obviously get some stuff over there too. Again, you guys are the best. Thank you for always being here on these chats. We got almost 200 people in this one. Amazing stuff. You guys are amazing. Remember, when the GM meetings start, winter meetings, I'll be all over it as much as I can. Nate, I got to answer a music question. How's the music coming along? Very, very good. I put a sample of a new song that is dropping New Year's Day called Level Up. Hope you guys enjoy it. Check that out on Twitter. I might throw it on YouTube also. So you guys are the best. Again, thank you so much. Talk to you guys again very soon. Subscribe. So many more people are subscribing to the page, which is amazing. Thank you. Talk to you guys again soon. Thanks a lot.